Good morning. It is Wednesday, and this is Nova. She is being a shoulder cat right now. And all of the cats won't stop hissing at all of her. It's all of the cats. And this one, also just hissed at one of her sisters. Okay, thank you. She loves being on shoulders. So, it is my day off, so hopefully I get some time to write today. Well, I will make some time to write today. Yeah, okay. So, I think Luna is just mad that Oliver just tried to play with Polera, their sister. So, but Polera is not the playing type. So when she gets in a playful mood, she's actually really like aggressive, I would say. Like she starts yowling and hissing and all that stuff. She doesn't really play. She takes it like a bit too far, or she thinks it's going a bit too far. So she thinks he's attacking when he's not. Nova is currently in heat. So I have Luna, Nova, and Polera basically hissing at my boy. You my boy. You my son. Okay. I'm gonna have to go into the room by yourself. And before anyone says anything, he has a litter box in there, and he has his food and water bowls. So, he is able to survive in there. We just keep him separated because, well, the girls don't get along with him, apparently. So I keep him in there just to kind of let everybody reset. So don't come at me. But I just did the dishes. Most of the place is unpacked. There are a few things that I am not going to pack, or not going to unpack. The first thing being all of the blankets that I have. All of the blankets that I have, I am going to have as spare blankets in case somebody wants to come over. She is very much needy for attention right now, so because she is in heat. And that is one of the symptoms, is that often when cats are in heat, they start showing you a ton of affection. They'll start rubbing up on your leg, they'll start meowing at you, chirping at you, begging for attention, like following you around, basically. It's one of the things. It's one of the symptoms that I had read up on. So that is one of the things. So today I'm gonna go library. I might go to the library, or I might go to the cafe until like 4:30. Just so I can go to the library and so I can get out of their hair earlier. Oh my goodness, Nova! Yes, I know. Jesus Christ. She really wants attention right now. But I don't want to give it to her, because I am not. Because some of the times why she shows me some affection is because, like, she'll do her little stompies and then have her, like, butt a little bit in the air, especially pointed towards me or towards my boyfriend. Every time I have to tell her, I am not of your species, ma'am, nor am I of the same sex as you. So, alrighty. He's had some time to cool off. Everybody's had some time to cool off, except for Nova. She just hissed. I need to get some money for rent today. So, that is what I will be doing today. Hey friends! So, today is Thursday. It's a bit late. I'm already I've already gotten ready for work and all that stuff. And I took apart the bed to prepare for tomorrow, because I already have somebody who technically bought the bed. They asked me to hold it for them until tomorrow, because most of America gets paid on Fridays, whereas I and a select few others that I know of get paid on Wednesdays. So they asked me to hold it until tomorrow. I took it apart for them. The bolts and whatnot are in a separate little lunch baggie, so I don't lose them. And I have discovered that my boyfriend likes to have the house absolutely cold, especially when I come in the morning after a closing shift. The heater will be turned off, or the furnace will be turned off, and the window next to our bed will be wide open, blowing cold air. And it's not even that hot outside. Not even at night. It's not even that hot outside. So we have taken to calling him the walking furnace. But because he has the house so cold, it is draining my watch battery. So yesterday it was at 60%, 60, about 50%. Now it's on 30, and basically tonight it'll let me know, hey, your battery's almost dead. So I have to charge my watch. I realized too late. So I think most of that was because I did keep the window a little bit closed last night, or a little bit open, I mean, just so he can sleep. But I don't know, I think he needs to start using the air conditioner or something. I don't know. He and I are gonna have to figure out a plan to keep the house cool enough so he can sleep, but warm enough so I can sleep. Because I can sleep when the house is 70 degrees. He sweats. He sweats in a balmy, nice little 70 degrees. So, but that's what I get for dating a half Dominican. So, I don't know what to do. On top of that, I was also just thinking of a routine I could do, since I feel like I'm falling behind on a lot of stuff, even though there's a lot of stuff that, basically go at my own pace, such as my writing. I feel like I'm falling behind on it. For some reason, I feel like I should be further along in my process. So it's taking a while. So I'm thinking of doing Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Well, Mondays through Thursdays as my writing days, but the weekends, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays as my reading days. Because a lot of the times during the weekends, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, those are my boyfriend's days off. So, and I know he likes to spend a lot of time with me. He likes to spend all morning with me until I have to go for work. Which is kind of overstimulating sometimes, because there are days, especially during the weekends, where I just don't want to go anywhere, and he wants to go everywhere. So especially on Sundays after we get back from church, he's like, hey, let's go say hi to Ma, and he spends 3 hours there, and we just got out of church at like noon to 12:30, and I was like, I have to go at this time. I need to decompress from church, from peopling at church, and put my mind somewhere else before I have to go to work, because I usually work on Sundays. Most of the time I usually work on Sundays. Of course I have it after church. I work a closing shift after church, which is usually around like 4:30, 5 o'clock ish, around those times. But he usually wants to spend like all morning with me, which is from like 8 o'clock in the morning to whenever I have to leave for work. He wants to go everywhere, and I'm just like, I can't. So I'm probably gonna have the days that he works as my writing days, so I can get my writing in, and then while he and I are running errands, I'll just like chill in the car and read for a little bit. Or if, like, say I have the Friday off, I'll use that Friday to read while I'm doing laundry or whatever. So I will do what I can to get my reading time in, especially because I am indeed further behind on my reading goals than I should be. So I'll probably just use the weekends to catch up on my reading time, especially because I had to wait so long for the Cleric Quintet to finally come in from the other library. It was out in, I want to say Lovelock. I want to say it was out in Lovelock, which is like 4 hours away, 4 hours away. I'm not sure, but it took like 3 weeks for the book to come in. I don't know why it took so long, but it took quite a while for it to actually come in, for the book to actually come in. So I am behind simply due to that fact, but luckily I had a lot other books to start on in the meantime. Like I said earlier, like a couple vlogs ago, I had started Under the Dragon Moon. I still plan on finishing that one. I just had to put a pause on it because of this one, because I want to finish it before May 8th. So I think I'm going to actually get some writing time in, and then tomorrow, when my boyfriend is off, whatever errands we gotta do, I'll go with him, but I will just stay in the car. Cause I am usually overstimulated by people during the week, especially with him being an extrovert. Luckily, on Sundays, he usually chills out. He usually talks to his friends, the church friends that he's made. And so afterwards, he'll usually talk with them for an hour. Or like, he'll talk with them for like a solid 30 minutes. And I'm just like, I want to go. Please. Wherever we're going to go to have breakfast. I am hungry. Anyway, so weekends, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays are going to be my reading days. Hopefully. I plan to have that happen. And then Mondays through Thursdays, I plan on having them being my writing days, so I can at least catch up a little bit. So, that is what we're going to do. That is my plan. So, of course, I will still be reading off and on during the weekdays, because I do get a 30-minute break, which is not enough time for writing time, especially because our clocks are 4 minutes off from our personal devices. So, like, the register clocks and stuff are off by 4 minutes. It's probably 4.5 to 5 minutes by now. Of our personal devices, like our cell phones, our watches, and whatnot. On top of that, I might have to go to the other store to go work at the other store, because there is a potential water leak at our place. We don't know for sure. It might be our gutters getting clogged or whatever. I don't know, but there might be a possible water leak at our store. So, and I volunteered to work at the other one just so I can get my hours in. Because I'm not having 1 to 3 days of no pay. So, I did offer to work at the other store just as a security measure for my wallet, basically. That, and I know a couple people at the other store. They are my sister and my former roommate, as well as a few other people that I have met before, and I do get along with them. But the way they run things is a little bit different than ours. Ours is a little bit more, I want to say, strict compared to theirs, to the way they run things. So our store is also about to become a training store. So we have to follow policy, we have to follow everything by the books. But they don't. They don't really do everything by the books. So their management is a little bit more relaxed, I would say. So it's good. It's always a huge culture shock when you go from one store to the other. It's always, no matter where you work, it's always going to be a huge culture shock depending on where you work. Anyway, that is going to be it for me rambling. I have to get to the cafe so I can get some actual like writing time in. I will most likely also be reading because I haven't read in a couple days. So I will be doing that, and that is the end of my rambling thing. True to my name. So I will see you guys tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. Good morning. It is Monday. I never really actually filmed on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, just because, well, the boyfriend was home and I didn't want to, you know, just randomly just start filming. So it is Monday, so I might skip the weekends just for filming. But it is Monday, May 5th, and there's a lot going on with the cats. So in other news, nothing's new really. There's just a lot with them, and it's more than just Nova that's in heat, apparently. And Oliver is trying his luck even though he's fixed. So the only one he won't try his luck with, though, is Nova, because she keeps hissing at him. In any case, this week I am gonna keep reading instead of writing, because, well, I need to finish this book by this upcoming Thursday. So this week is going to be a little bit different. I am going to try and start my my plan, like my writing versus reading plan, like my schedule and all that stuff. I might start that next week. Well, I'm going to start it next week, because this week I have to finish the Cleric Quintet by this upcoming Thursday. So, and I'm only like 340 pages in. So I need to finish it by this upcoming Thursday. So I will be starting my reading schedule next week. just so I can get that done and get it finished beforehand, because the library that I put it on hold for, my local library, they don't do renewals for interlibrary holds like that. So I would have to call a separate number, and I don't want to deal with that. And here in a little bit, I will actually have to call an internet service, because apparently my boyfriend thought I had unlimited service or unlimited gigs for service. I do not. So he and I are gonna need to establish internet like really quickly, especially with me having the YouTube channel and with me having games that require internet, especially on my Switch. That's what's gonna happen today. I have to leave a little bit earlier, so unfortunately I don't know if I'll be able to get a little like B-roll of me reading, but I'll have to do that. I had to leave earlier because I am scheduled for a 10-hour shift today, but a couple hours of that maybe is going to be spent in a meeting, so it will count, but it won't. Those 2 hours will count as training hours, so they won't count towards my overtime, basically. Even though I'm scheduled for like a 10-hour shift today. So I'll still get paid for those hours, but they will be counted as training hours, so they won't count towards working overtime, basically. So that is what's going on today. I am scheduled at 2:30 today, and I'm working until close at 1 in the morning, so that's gonna be fun. Luckily, today is the only day that happens. All the other days are my normal schedule, like 4:30, 5 o'clock, stuff like that. So, luckily today's the only day that's like that. So it's gonna be fun spending 10 hours at Wendy's. Just to recap, call the internet, and then read today. Basically, I still need to get dressed too. So call the internet and read instead of writing. So that'll be fun. I also forgot that last night I got a $3 tip from work last night, and what I like to do with my tips is to put them in a $100 or like 100 envelope saving challenge binder thing that I have. Yeah, I got these. So I like to put them in a little like binder thing that I have. It's in one of these things. Sorry, I had to deal with a phone call. I got the internet service. I don't have it activated right now. That would be on Monday, next Monday. But I did do that. But I have my envelope saving tracker thing here. So it kind of works kind of like this. So you put the amount that it says on each thing. So there's $4 in this spot, there's 5 in this, 6 in this, and so on and so forth. I just needed $3 to put for the 13, so that is what we're gonna do. Yeah. Sorry, I had to just figure out how to get these open with the other hand. So we're just gonna put these like that. These head over here. can figure out how to get it back in. Okay, there we go. Okay, I need to use 2 hands for this, so I will be right back. And it's in there. So that is $13. Now we're going to bring this. I'm going to bring this out to the marker that I use. So I have an entire bucket full of markers and whatnot. So markers, pens, highlighters, etc., etc. So I'm just gonna mark off the 13. And there we go. So I also forgot that I needed to take the old router for my previous internet provider. I needed to take my old router back to the UPS store. Well, I need to get it to the UPS store, and so I can, get all that done with, because I had canceled my last service, unaware that it would take so long for the boyfriend to actually get internet. So I'm gonna do that today, and then I might head to the library to read. And I also have some books to donate to the library. So that is what we are going to do right now, is return the modem, or return the router to the to Frontier, to my old provider. So we're gonna do that right now, and then I'm gonna probably go to the library to see what I can do as far as reading goes, because I have 4 days, counting today, to finish the Cleric Quintet, because I just got an email from the library saying, hey, this is advance notice that your items due this week. So it's gonna be a minute. So I will do that, and then I will obviously be reading as I go along. So I won't be without at least some effort on my part to do that. Alrighty. So let's go. May 12th. I have to go get some more dishwasher pods. I almost said laundry pods. I don't need any laundry pods. I need to go get more dishwasher pods, and then I need to get some more blinds for my cat's room, for Oliver's room, which is going to be turned into my office. So I need to go do that. I've already vacuumed up and everything, and it's kind of sort of nice and neat. I just need to organize the closet a little bit more, but most of it's filled with like closet stuff, like clothes and whatnot, so I need to organize that stuff maybe. So, but I am also needing to get internet between 1 and 5 today. I have work at either 5 or 4:30, so I'm hoping that the people come in before then to install the internet service stuff. So I will be doing that today. I will be doing more adulting stuff today rather than writing. Tomorrow will be my day off, so hopefully I will have some writing B-roll for you tomorrow. So I'm gonna go to the store and I will be right back. Hi friends, it is actually Wednesday, the day I was supposed to put up this video, but anyway, updates. Last night I was waiting for Mia to start streaming, unaware that she had mentioned that she wasn't going to stream until like the second week of June. So I found out when I had rewatched last week's stream on Tuesday, because I was off yesterday, and I had no idea that she was taking the rest of May off, aside from the one study session for the Brandon Sanderson thing. If you hear the jingling, I had gotten all of the cat's collars with bells on them, and Nova and Luna are playing right now. So if you hear the jingling, that is what that is. So I kind of missed out on that, and I didn't get any filming done yesterday. So I'm still trying to find that little like balance, and today I'm gonna go get some money out of my account, because I am gonna start doing the $100 envelope thing. Like every 2 weeks, I'm going to take out a certain amount of money from my paycheck and put it into that particular book. So I am gonna go see if I can find an ATM that can do exact change, because I can't keep rounding up or down depending on how much spare change is left. And there's only so many spots that I can put $20 bills in, so I need to figure out which ATM can do exact change, or if I have to withdraw it from a customer service desk at any one of the grocery stores I go to, if they can do that. So I might need to spend a little bit more. I don't know. So we will see. I will have to go to the store, and then I have to call my mechanic, or my boyfriend's mechanic really, and have him hold my car basically while he gets the some more stuff fixed. So for the next few days, I will have to, I'll have to get a ride from other people. So there's that. That is what I will be doing today. I will have to call him here in a little bit. Alrighty. So I will see you guys maybe later today or next week in next week's video. So I will see you guys later. Alrighty, so I have just made it back from the store, and I forgot that you can ask for cash back in exact change at the register for, of course, a small fee. So now I have the exact amount that I needed in order to properly fill out my $100 envelope saving challenge binder thing. So now I have the exact amount of change to exactly fill out the correct amount of spots. So, yay. So there's that. And so I will be filling that out. I've already called the mechanic. He did not answer. I left a voicemail, so I'm just waiting for him to call me back. Until then, I'm probably gonna go out and actually write out in the, either at the cafe that I used to go to, or to the library, so I can spend a little bit more time there while I wait for a phone call. So here's hoping.